So Twitch is having some sort of adpocalypse, some people may say. Yikes, gamers, we're not doing this shit again. Now here's the thing, I was lucky to pull out of Twitch when I fucking did, and that was a couple of years ago because I stopped streaming for a while now, but either way, I do want to say real quickly, wow. Just wow. Now, before we get to the video, what's poppin' everybody? It's your boy, the Holy Cream Star, back at it again, doing some crazy, quirky internet stuff yet again, because why not? Now, the whole entire situation here is, of course, the Twitch adpocalypse, or so as people are saying, and that's, of course, when a bunch of advertisers are basically pulling out of a website. It happened to YouTube a while back when the PewDiePie fun moment happened.
What a fucking...
And, of course, you know how that went for the rest of YouTube and a lot of YouTubers there, and it shut down a lot of channels, and that was really, really bad. But, of course, we get round two, but with Twitch this time around, and I am jumping for fucking joy, because I want to see what happens here. And I don't like, I don't want their streamers' careers to end, but goddamn, you have to admit that, the Kim Kardashian level of drama that goes on in Twitch after a while is absolutely insane, and it just has some fun moments. But, of course, I'm not really going to discuss the intricacies of it, or the full entire details, but I want to give the debate of exactly who started the Twitch adpocalypse here, because there's one side, which is Hassan Piker and all of his friends, that are saying that Asmongold started the Twitch adpocalypse, where Asmongold is of course saying that Hassan Piker started the whole entire Twitch adpocalypse, and of course his merry band of friends, of course the whole entire crew. And in this video I want to discuss both sides of it and the kind of understandable procedures to it, and the whole entire thing there. So of course, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and let's discuss the whole entire adpocalypse situation with Twitch, starting with the Asmongold. Now, of course, everybody knows Asmongold, your favorite basement dwelling, despite not living in a basement dweller. You know what I'm talking about. Either way, he lives in a very messy room, and it was amazing to see until he cleaned that shit up. I have a clearly messy room behind me. It's definitely not pristine. I definitely did not just clean it up before this video, so I don't look like I have cockroaches literally crawling all over my ball sack or whatever. Asmongold had, of course, a Twitch ban as of recent, where he had 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure, where he could not stream at all, and it was because of his whole entire thing that he said here.
Oh, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
And I did it because I liked it. Hell, I loved it. I'm saying, I'm just itching. I'm itching to do it again. And you think what? You think you're gonna send me to a nut house?
Now, of course, that's a very controversial take. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can kind of agree that what he said was a little over the edge and a little over the line and a little over the Twitch kind of guidelines. And, I agreed that in my last video. You can go watch it here. This video, it's amazing. It's absolutely top-notch. I loved making that video. But either way, you can clearly see that whatever Asmongold said here was clearly heavily political. And it was something that was, a terrible part of the internet for a bit. And it could definitely have had advertisers pull out purely because of that. But I generally think that Asmond, in the end, turned his whole entire life around and kind of shown that Twitch was not that bad of a platform. Because, he did turn his shit around in the very end. He definitely makes better content. Is it, changed? No, he didn't change his content necessarily, but he definitely is thinking about his content more and definitely putting what seems like more effort, because I am definitely an Asmongold fan, so I'm definitely going to be biased in this video. But either way, it was definitely well done here by Asmongold. But did he start the Twitch ban or Twitch adpocalypse here? That is the next question. And we're going to go into more of a deep dive on Hassan Piker, because let's be honest here, folks. I think we all know who started the Twitch adpocalypse, and it wasn't really Asmongold, but I wanted to give, a little bit of context of everything that happens here. So, let's finally talk about Hassan Piker and how he could have possibly started the adpocalypse. Now, So, your favorite communist, your favorite socialist, your favorite everybody here is, of course, Hassan Piker and his merry group of friends. Now, I really want to discuss this real quick, straight off the bat, of his friends and the drama they went through, which I'm just going to focus more or less on Frogan because, you know, she had the biggest one that happened recently, the most internet-wide type situation, the most internet-wide fuck-up, you know? She fucked up pretty bad when she said this.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. I do, the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. The U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. Or you're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Shut the fuck up. Know your fucking place, trash.
Now, of course, you know, a lot of people were woo-wee. Even I was hooey on that one because I think I made a video on that too, or I put that in the Asmongold video, and that was absolutely horrifying. That is not something you say lightly, and genuinely, before we even continue on, you know, military veterans do deserve a lot of slack here because, you know, whether they wanted to or not, they got sent to another country. They probably wanted to do it for the job. They weren't expecting a war to happen soon. Then, BAM! You start killing innocent civilians, obviously. That's every single military veteran, you know? Every single military veteran sees, like, a kid running down the street and says, wow, that's an enemy! And then shoots him, you know? That's how the military works, obviously. For everybody out there. I don't know if you noticed this. That was one big gigantic thing that happened on Twitch. Did she get a ban? Yes, she got a ban, but clearly it does not reflect good on the platform. Do you know what reflects worse on a platform? Is terrorist propaganda. Now, before we really get into this, let's go discuss YouTube and their adpocalypse. Now, PewDiePie was not the only thing that started the adpocalypse on YouTube. Actually, part of it was terrorist training videos and terrorist propaganda videos that were popping up on YouTube worldwide that were getting advertisements like, you know, Pepsi and all that kind of stuff. And I don't think Pepsi wants to see some terrorists saying, like, you know, this is how you make a bomb. You put everything together, you poop, and then everything explodes. You put it straight on street, and then everybody in Humvee go poop. You know, that's not something you really want on your whole entire platform necessarily, and you don't want to advertise that on your platform necessarily, right? And that's the one big thing that kicked YouTube in its adpocalypse. So, of course, when you have Hassan Piker who does something along the same lines, which is, of course, he brought genuine terrorists. And I don't mean this lightly. I'm not saying this is a meme or whatever. He brought genuine terrorists who've raided boats, American boats, that had no, you know, conflict in Israel or Gaza, and they raided those boats, and he brought those people on a live stream and continued to say that these people were doing good. You know, comparing them to some animated characters such as Luffy, for example, the man, the myth, legend himself.
With that, does he know what One Piece is?
Yeah, he said he's been watching it since he was a kid.
No way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes, that's fire. That's so fire. Oh my god. We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do.
So, yeah, that's a good kick, and this is definitely Asmongold's fault. Asmongold did this.
Asmongold did this.
But either way, of course, after this whole entire thing, he continued to really double down on terrorist propaganda. You know, I should really start doing this for, like, Russia. You know, I should really start showing, like, Russian training videos and all that kind of stuff. It would just really help the website. But either way, he's going down. He's showing all this terrorist footage and all this terrorist musical bullshit that's going on, and he continuously shows it over and over and over again on almost every single live stream. As far as I can tell, he's just continuously, like, ramming this down somebody's butthole here that these people are not that bad. You know, these terrorists that are killing people and you know, doing all this kind of stuff, that's fine. You know, these people are good. These people are cool. And that clearly did not really work out too well for him in the end, because I genuinely think, well, not for him, he's fucking fine, but for Twitch in general, because they absolutely took a lot of backlash after that, and they were made a political tag option that you must fill in. Now with that in mind, I do kind of find it kind of funny, the whole entire situation here, especially with like Hassan Piker and all this kind of stuff, because it is genuinely the easiest fucking thing to solve. And let me tell you why I don't think that Asmongold was the biggest problem that led to this whole entire adpocalypse here, and that's because he said his thing. It was very short, sure, it was an international problem for sure, but he clearly changed after that, and he clearly was not doubling down and making that platform worse. Whereas I think Hassan and Frogan and Denims and these kind of like the trilogy of fucking retards over here is not like, you know, really improving their own content. They act like they apologize, they don't do anything different, they don't improve in any way, shape, or form, and it does not reflect amazingly on Twitch. And that continues to happen. Hassan hasn't changed. I'm pretty sure the second Frogan comes back, she hasn't fucking changed. Denims the second that she, well, she's still fucking here somehow. She hasn't changed. Nobody has changed. Nobody's changing their content, and they're continuously doubling down on political views that are extremely radical, to the point, again, Hassan promoted a terrorist organization with this flag, with this translation. If I were to fucking do that, do you know what I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have to shave my head all the way back and get certain tattoos, if you know what I'm saying, because I would be looking like that in general. Like, there's no fucking way that somebody on a platform can get away with that, and regularly, without any Twitch bans or without any pushback, basically, from the people who run the platform. And here's the thing, I'm all for freedom of speech, but of course, if you're gonna be banning somebody for what they say and not banning for that guy for what they say, or not even following your own rules and regulations, at one fucking point, advertisers are gonna see this, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, this is a twisted fucking mess that needs to be solved, you know? And I can't put fucking advertisements on a video of somebody showing terrorist music videos like it was a fucking good idea. Like, that's not something you want, and you don't want to be associated with somebody who hates veterans, because it just doesn't look good. And that continued to happen. Of course, Twitch, again, like I said earlier, made the idea of putting a tag on certain videos saying that this is political, this is apolitical, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as like getting a YouTube yellow demonetized symbol. But still, this is what happened in the end. And this, in the end, what I believe is the biggest problem of Twitch is genuine radicalization and their own policies they do not follow. And they ban people irregularly, and of course if you ban people irregularly, people are gonna get fucking upset about that, and the second there's an issue that comes around, they're gonna be going to the fucking advertisers. Why the fuck wouldn't they, right? So I'm really kind of happy that Twitch is going through this, because at very least it's giving them an opportunity to clean their fucking shit up and make them a little less, you know, political when it comes down to this, and try to actually be more of a neutral standing. Now, YouTube is clearly kind of the same position that Twitch is in. They're way less radical when it comes down to it, and they will ban creators if they do stupid shit. That's kind of the area of it, and YouTube has its problems, but they solved the problems that they had for most of it, right? They actually seem to make an attempt at it, and I really hope that Twitch makes an attempt at it and is able to solve their issue and is able to solve their problem. So in the end, who do I think started this? I think it's radicalization in politics, or more particular, you know, Hassan Piker, but of course Asmongold probably kicked and got the ball rolling here, whether it was his ban that kind of kicked a bunch of the incel virgins of Kush to kind of do something about it, or, you know, it was genuinely what he said in his political ideology that could have, you know, fucking went somewhere off the roof here. But I think that's the end of it. I think that's the best way to explain it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and of course if you did, do me a favor, like and subscribe, and leave down below in the comments exactly what you think about this whole entire situation. Who do you think started this? Who do you think is going to win in the adpocalypse? Do you think it's going to be Twitch coming out as a victor, or do you think they're going to have to shut it down like it was, you know, Concord or something in the first couple days? But we'll see it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. This is me, the Holy Commentator, signing off for now.